Hey everyone, um, in continuation with our last video, we'll talk about Jupiter transit, which is going to happen this month, in the month of November. And it's going to be today, we are going to talk about the moon sign Cancer, right? And by the way, since it's week of a festive season for all the viewers, happy Diwali and a prosperous new year. All right, so coming back to the topic of this video, Jupiter in Aquarius for moon sign Cancer. All right. So during this time, Jupiter is going to transit over your eighth house. Right. So what is eighth house? Eighth house is of inheritance. Eighth house is of hidden things. Eighth house is of mystic, occult. Does Jupiter like this house? Not really, because it's not considered to be one of the good houses. It's called Tustana house. And in this house, however, Jupiter over here during the transit will behave. I mean, like, is it going to give bad results to you? Not really. So over here, in terms of aspect, is going to aspect your 12th house, second house, fourth house. All right. So fifth, seventh, and ninth aspect Jupiter has. So it's going to be 12th, second, and fourth. Now, is Aquarius, does Jupiter like Aquarius sign? Not really, because Saturn and some say like it's their enemies and some say it's neutral. For sure, not like friend or its own sign. So over here, the thing that's going to happen is anytime in the eighth house, Jupiter indicates inheritance. Now, there will be multiple times over this period, I mean, like Jupiter will have in your life wherein it transits over your eighth house. Does it mean you will have inheritance all those times? Not really, not exactly. So in this situation, what happens is it's a good favorable time to use other people resources. So if you're thinking about starting a new venture or new business, it's an excellent time for that. You will get help from all the people you want. So community will be here after you. They will try to assist you in whatever best possible ways. So there might be some questions like, hey, we have Jupiter in eighth house, and sometime like when you're going through Sadhisati, the Jupiter is going to be transit through this house. So is it going to be really bad? Not exactly. People will come out in your support. They will help you in whatever possible ways. All right. So a good time to start a new business. At the same time, since it's all about using other people resources, if you're planning to buy a house, it's a good time to buy a house as well. Alright, so and then again there will be new and good changes happening in your life which are going to be fortunate for you. It will make you rich. Now, not always rich means monetary gain. Sometimes it means rich thinking and going at a higher elevation than what you are right now and thinking about different things. Alright, so which may not help you in the near term, but for the long term and for the long run, it will be good. So this kind of changes you might experience during this time. Also, during the same time, if you have been in stress for the last year, year and a half, during this time, you'll feel healed, you will feel a little better, you'll be able to overcome that emotion and start your life afresh. If you have been through very stressful and painful time, you'll be able to forgive all of that and start move on from that. You might also take a short trip. It might be it might not be that big of a trip, say across seven seas. It might be just like, say, if anyone is living in US, they can travel to Mexico. If somebody is living in India, I mean, like in parts of the world, they can go to Singapore or Dubai. So it's not going to be that big of a trip. Small trip, but it's going to be fruitful. It will give you a new perspective. Also, during the same time, we'll have and develop good relations with your mother. If I mean, like if you drink more alcohol during this time, you will stop having. I mean, you will reduce the frequency of that. So if you're drinking on a daily basis, chances are you might see yourself limiting to twice a week or thrice a week instead of 7 days a week. During the same time, you might be interested in hidden subject. You will like to know all the hidden things. Now, what can be hidden things? It can be some mysterious subjects. It can be something to do with the occult sciences. You might develop an interest during this time in this kind of activities, in this kind of fields. All in all, will be an okay time. And yeah, wishing all the folks who have moon sign as Cancer all the best for this transition. And for others, I will see you, I mean, like in the next video, which is going to be for folks who have moon sign as Leo. All right, thanks, and wishing you all again a very happy and a festive season, and see you guys in other video.